Yeah,
All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? It is Cody with Keegley North and Don't You Know Real Estate. My co-host Franklin.
Hello, everyone. Excited to be here. Episode 6 of the Real Estate Podcast.
Yeah, wow. You're right, though.
So,
No, it's episode 7,
episode
right?
7.
Yeah, you were episode 6, right? I don't know. Anyway,
We're having too much fun and we lost track.
yeah,
But yeah. So, hope everyone's doing great. My name is Franklin. I'm a real estate entrepreneur based in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. Currently, marketing for off-market leads. We try our best to find good real estate acquisitions, and we're wholesaling them, and also we're into the credit financing space as well. Sub two, so our financing contract for deeds. So yeah. And Cody, what are you, man?
man. Again, I'm Cody. I own the Keegley franchise in Minnesota, and one in Dallas, Texas, and then one in Jacksonville, Florida. And we started this podcast really just to start interviewing other investors to really be a place where we can learn from each other, and then just kind of be a place where we can put people, on the spotlight a little bit so we can just help each other grow. So, Matt, my guy, thank you so much for joining us, man. I'm super
thanks for having
excited
me.
to just hear it all, man. So let's just get right into it. How about that?
Good to
Um,
me.
how'd you even get into real estate investing, and like what were you doing before that?
So I was in sales before, and I was in. I'm 25, so I'd been out of college for 3 years or so, and got into sales because that's what I wanted to do. You got everything needs to be sold to make money, you know. So that's kind of what I thought, and it's true, but just wasn't cutting it for me. Like I was working too hard for not enough money, it felt like, and just wasn't enjoying what I was doing. And so found real estate investing through YouTube University, none other. And then that led me to, just do some more, watch some Jerry Norton stuff, watch
For sure.
Jamil on there, kind of joined Astro. And then, yeah, just kind of made connections, networked, and yeah, from there, here I am. And I
Yeah.
guess that happened maybe June or July of last year.
Of last year. Okay, cool.
Yeah, when I really started getting into it.
All right. So is that when you joined Astro Flipping, or when did you join Astro Flipping?
I joined Astro in April, but like I just did like the trainings. I didn't do much with it until July or so. I have a daughter. She's going to be 1 in March, so it kind of all that was happening at the same time I was joining, so I had my hands full. But
No, for sure. Well, all right. Well, yo, that's sweet. So, I mean, what I guess really enticed you about real estate? Like, why real estate investing? Like, what drove you to go down this path? And especially, I guess, like wholesaling. I mean, what made you want to start wholesaling?
So what drove me down the path is you see a lot of wealthy people out there, and I wanted to create generational wealth for my family. I've been very fortunate growing up, I'll say that, but also, I don't want to have to work the rest of my life. So I was like, I really want to get into real estate. I think it's an investment. There's huge tax benefits to it. So I explored that option. And then as I dove deeper into it, I was looking at rentals and stuff like that. And I was like, well, this wholesaling thing, it kind of sounds like a gimmick, but what is it? What is it? And so I got into it, and I really just thought that I wanted to build something where my wholesaling would fund other aspects of the business, whether it be purchasing Airbnbs. Like tomorrow I've got a call with a future, hopefully Airbnb that I'll manage.
Sick.
So yeah, so it's just like I thought it was the gateway, right? Because you learn how to find deals for one. That's the important part. You learn how to evaluate the deals. Then yes, you learn how to sell them, but more importantly, I want to learn how to keep them. I learn how to keep these deals and have
that's the next phase.
Yeah, have the funds available to keep them, in a year or so.
For sure. Do you have any long-term goals and like owning, your own Airbnbs? Like what's the future you thinking?
Yeah, so like I said, I want to keep a wholesaling business. to provide funds for everything. I mean, that can be a cash cow or whatever. And I want to buy real estate with that. But I also have this thing that I really want to do called Next Level Athlete. I want to kind of break that up. I've always grown up an athlete and really into motocross and supercross racing, dirt bikes, stuff like that. And from the top, they make millions, and then 10th, 12th place down, they make like not much at all. So
Right.
I really wanted to cater to the athlete that is not out there making it, but is still doing what they would enjoy. If we could connect, and maybe I could start a company that helps them in real estate, whether that be through Airbnbs, showing them how to own them, partnering with them, things like that. And I'm just going to call it Next Level Athlete. So maybe have me on in 2 or 3 years and see if I've got it
That's
going.
sick, though. I mean, I love that. So through that, you're going to your market's going to be people that are in motocross, just athletes in that field, and you're going to teach them real estate investing.
Yeah, pretty much. I think more so the partnership side of it, like finding deals and saying, hey, I'll be the brains behind it. You want to fund it, and then this can fund your fund, So
I got you.
That's kind of how I want to do it. Maybe 50-50 partnership or something. And I kind of picked that. I mean, I'm sure I'll branch to do other things with that, but I just enjoy that. I think I can connect with guys like that. So
For sure. That's super cool. I mean, that's adding so much value. And I mean, once you can really create your systems and like find your niche, I mean, you can really do some cool stuff. And I mean, this is definitely, I like to say, like, the gateway to whatever you really want to do. Real estate investing can really create that capital for you. So that's cool. So let's break it down now. So you joined Astro Flipping, and then when did you what prompted you for bandit signs, or how did it start off bandit signs? Were you doing any other outreach before that? What got you to bandit signs and for you to go that route?
I had shiny object syndrome, because there's so many things in real estate that will work, right?
100%.
And there's agent outreach, there's bandit signs, there's direct to seller marketing, you name it, JV and dispo companies. So I was just like, man, what do I do? And I made some connections. Obviously knew bandit sign was a thing, and you never really think about seeing them until you start looking at them like, oh my gosh, these things are everywhere. And I was like, there's no way people are calling these bandit signs, right? And a guy I networked with was actually in sub 2. He said, man, I'm getting a lot of luck with bandit signs, and he showed me what to order. And so I was like, I'll order a couple, and so I ordered like the 200, or no, I ordered the 100. And I was like, I'm just going to put these out. If I get a call, I get a call. I started off putting my personal number on there. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I ordered them. I showed them to the guy, and I was like, hey man, my bandit signs came in, and they were like, he was like, is that your personal number you put on there? I was like, yeah, what's the problem with that? And he was like, man, you probably shouldn't put your personal number on. Okay, so next batch, I got a Google Voice number. But anyway, so that's kind of how I got into it. Is a friend, told me about them, and just kind of took off with it and got a few deals. And I was like, man, these things really work. And every market's different, but.
For sure. So let's break down the first deal. So how did that go out? You laid out 100 bandit signs. Did you have like a target market that you were aiming for, that you knew you wanted to place the signs? And then like what happened? So somebody obviously called you, and then you guys negotiated the deal, and then you moved it for them, or I mean, you sold it.
So I started off just kind of putting them randomly. I didn't know where to put them. And I put some in a few counties over, some in this one. And I was like, all right, maybe I should narrow this down a bit more. And I started putting them in a county just like 45 minutes from my hometown, 30 minutes from my hometown, and started getting a lot of calls in that county. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I should put more here. So I put more bandit signs there. And I got a call. And first thing it was around Christmas. And first thing he said is, like, man, I just kind of want to get tax value for it. And whenever you hear that, you're like, oh man, tax value. Like, this is probably going to be a deal, And so I walked the property with him, and I think the most important thing about this, guys, is whenever you get a call, first answer the phone. Like, answer the phone. You don't have to give them a price or do anything like that at first, but answer the phone, build some rapport, say you need to find out why they're selling it. Because if they're going to call a sign, chances are I think the motivation's fairly high, right?
For sure.
So
100%.
So I was like, well, why are you selling this thing? What's going on? And it ended up being kind of a probate deal. He had a family member in there passed away and just was kind of looking to get rid of it. And it was costing them money, right? They were paying property taxes and stuff on it. And he just didn't want to see it go downhill anymore. So I said, okay, well, I'll follow up with you. This was like on a Thursday or Friday. I'll follow up with you, early next week. And so I followed up with him, and I was like, kind of tell me again what you were asking for. And he told me a number, what he was asking for it. And I said, okay. I said, now, this is the important part, right? Don't ever go on an appointment unless you set this precedent. And it's, if I come out there today, are you ready to make a deal? I said, I don't want to waste your time or mine. If I come out there today, are you ready to sign a contract and move forward? If they say yes, then go get it. And if they say no, I wouldn't go. I mean, because if they can't give you the commitment on the phone, you just waste your time. I did one the other day because I couldn't see I got a call. I couldn't see the pictures or anything. It was a lady, and I got there and it was totally not what I wasted 2 hours of my day on a Saturday that I could have been with my family, so
Yeah.
you want to definitely qualify them before you go out there.
For sure.
So I have a question. So it kind of sounds like you had that sales experience in the past. So how do you think that skill set or that ability to sell affect when you move into your into wholesaling? Like, did it help you a lot, or how did that look like?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's still butterflies, right? When you go into an appointment, or you're driving there, and you're like, man, here we go. But the thing is you got to build rapport. Get them laughing. You're talking about yourself. Everybody likes to talk about yourself. Look, I'm on a podcast talking about what I'm doing, and I'm happy, right?
Right.
So, everybody likes to talk about themselves. So you get there, you come talking about yourself, experiences they had at home, whatever. And then people want to do business with people they like. So that's my sales technique, guys, is one, make sure they're ready to sell before you go. And two, build rapport with them, be their friend, and get there. And then you need to have an idea of what stuff's selling for in that area. Obviously, you need to have your MAO, your maximum allowable offer that you can go up to, and then go for no. Like don't ever sell yourself short. If you know that you have to be at 50,000 to sell it, or that buyer will buy at 55, offer 25 or 30. I mean, at least they can say no, right?
Right.
Because at first he was at a tax value of 74,000. That's what the tax value on this property was. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go for no, because I kind of felt like that was still not a bad deal. It was a brick ranch. I mean, it was in decent shape, and go there and build rapport with them, like I said. And I said, all right, what do you want for this thing? Tax value 70 on it. I said, yeah, but man, it needs quite a bit of work. I mean, we walked through there. You've got some water issues in the roof and the ceiling, so you can kind of see where it's coming through. Like, that needs to be addressed. You've got some bathroom issues. And, I said, what do you think you need to be at? And he's like, I don't know. And so I just went low. I said 46,000. Oh, I said 46,000.
Yeah.
And he accepted it, guys. He didn't even counter me or nothing. So you know what? I didn't go for no. I should have went for 30,000, right? Because I might have got it for less. I don't know. But
that's a good. That's legit.
Yeah.
What'd you sell it for?
I sold it for 58, and I made 12.5 on it, so I sold it for 58.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick, though.
Yeah,
that's legit.
Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, it was just like build that rapport, go for no. And then that going for no, like they'll probably count you, but at least know where they're at, right? Because where are they really at? Are they really at that 74? Now if he counters you back at 68 or something, maybe he's pretty firm and it might not be a deal for you. But if you go for no, then they'll counter you and you'll kind of see where they're really at.
Right.
Just going off that, I mean, I remember saying a couple years ago where this investor told me, focus on the problem, not the property. Focus,
Mhm.
on the seller and why they're looking to sell, their goals after they sell it. So I think just any business, generally, like it's all about, marketing sales, right? So if you
Mhm.
know how to market, find leads, like you did with the bandit signs, you're generating leads. Then you had some sales skills as well. So they have those two skill sets very crucial on real estate and real estate and just real estate in general. Which is,
Right. Yeah. And this guy's problem was it was costing money. He was tired of keeping it up.
Mhm.
So there's obviously a discount for that. So yeah, like you said, you definitely got to find the problem. You got to find the motivation because if there's motivation there, you're going to get it at the right price, or at least have a lot better chance of it.
exactly. Yeah.
100%.
Um,
That's so
so
funny.
so how are you generating your leads? Are you still using bandit signs, or have you incorporated cold calling, SMS, and Facebook marketing, anything like that? To
Yeah, I
your
do a lot of. I've been doing a lot of JVing with other wholesalers, dispoing,
Mhm.
because I enjoy that, and it's less acquisition costs. I mean, acquisition can get really expensive,
Mhm.
so I stick to the banded signs. I've ordered me another batch, and I'm going to scale that too. I'm going to start ordering more and more. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, that's typically what I'm doing right now is dispo for other wholesalers in North Carolina here,
Okay.
and recently just kind of joined another team out in California and hope to do a lot of business out there. So if any of y'all are watching in California, hit me up.
Real though. So, all right. So, what's your active bandit signs looking like? You have like about 200 some 300 out there right now, and then like what's your like everyday like? Do you get calls every day? Do you like what's it look like?
Yeah, so I really don't get calls every day. I mean, I might get one or two calls a week.
Okay.
Um, but like what I'm saying is though no active count, maybe 200 to 250. I'm kind of thinking some probably got taken up. I mean, you can kind of go by areas and be like, man, that one's been out for a while, or man, that
Mhm.
one was just taken up. And I kind of keep mental note of that because
Right.
yes, even if you go on a big road, I guess you get a lot of viewings or whatever you want to call it
Mhm.
for that for a short period of time. But a lot of these smaller roads in the off the main little city you're in or whatever get a lot of
Mhm.
traffic too because they're to and from. So and they stay out there a lot longer.
Okay.
It's just more value for your money. So yeah, I would say maybe one to two calls a week and
Okay.
just evaluate the calls. But they're typically really motivated when you call, like when they
Right.
call.
For sure though. And what's the game plan to scale? Like where do you want to see, the business scale to, here in the next 6 months? What would that look like?
Yeah, I got to respect the position I'm in out there, but I
Right.
really want to at least put some more bandit signs, out because really there's not a lot to them. I mean, you field the calls, they come in.
Hmm.
Like I said maybe one or two, but that's with only like 200 out there.
Hmm.
So if I put it in order, you would like to think that you can scale that. So yeah, there's going to be a time I don't know exactly in my head when or how many, but I'll definitely look to kind of take some of that income and put it back into marketing.
For sure. What are you using a CRM to keep things organized right now, or are you just with like how the calls are coming in once or twice a week? You're just doing it all out, like keeping notes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean I use Podio, but I mean
Okay.
guys, if you really just want to do something simple, if you're the typical working class out there, I think this is the easiest thing to do.
For sure.
Honestly, you put your Google Voice number on there. You get a call every now and then. If you can't answer it, I really encourage you to answer it anytime that phone rings. But if you can't, get back to them. And I don't think the volume's enough that you should have to worry about that.
Mhm.
So you can get a free Podio account, and just put seller leads in there and have something just to keep track of it. But generally speaking, I mean, you don't need much, really.
Okay. No, that's
Don't spend a lot of money,
no for real though. No, you're right.
I think a lot of people that are starting out with doing this business that they focus on like non money making activity, like
For sure.
such as like building your CRM out, trying to get everything, getting your LLC website, everything up, but they haven't done the first deal, right? So I feel like in your case, you did a really good job taking action first, just trying to market, generate leads, and then close deals, and that's definitely a good way to approach when you're starting out as a business.
For sure.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that when I started out. I mean, and you can kind of get tied up in all that information, but yeah, just really take action. I think the bandit signs are easy. You might kind of feel like a criminal putting them things out there, but because like, oh man, I gotta put these things out. But really,
Sure.
and also put them out where you see where it's kind of like weeded up, or maybe it's not mowed as often, because I think a lot of times they come down because people are mowing. So I always put mine right at a stop sign, or like literally butting up to the stop sign, or something in that manner where they can't be taken as easy.
Right.
So with your bandit signs, are you putting them on the ground, or are you like stapling to like a wooden pole or both?
Right now, all mine are staked. Now you could cut cost if you wanted to do like a smaller bandit sign, and then I would go get some roofing nails and pin it to a telephone pole or something like that. People staple them up there, but I think roofing nails work a little better. You got a little bit more surface area to keep it up on there. Yeah, I mean it's generally about $1 a stake. So if you order 200 signs, that's $200 you could save if you just wanted to go get some roofing nails and nail them to a telephone pole or something. But I guess contrary to that is there's not always a telephone pole at every intersection.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's ground everywhere, but not a telephone pole.
No, for sure. That's super cool. So I mean, what's besides, I guess, like growing in the new company that you're in, are you gonna have any plans to really try to scale your business at home, or you think you're just gonna really just focus on this new opportunity with John and really rock that? Because I mean, dude, that's a huge opportunity as well. I mean, that's crazy. He's a solid dude.
Yeah, I'm really going to focus on just giving Jonah everything and really dive into what he has to offer, because I think there's a big opportunity there. I mean, like, yes, my bandit signs are still out, and I probably will put some out here and there. I mean, it doesn't really – I wouldn't do that if it would affect my business with him, because it really doesn't. I mean, I'm getting maybe, like I said, 2 or 3 calls a week, if that, and they're super easy to field. And I'm actually on California time out there, so I have all my morning to do something else.
That's nice. And so, like, with it all being virtual, are you just like doing agent outreach for them? Are you calling their lists for them? I mean, I guess you don't have to tell me either, but I mean,
no, you're good. And I'm doing mainly acquisitions out there for them. So yeah, a lot of agent outreach and stuff like that. Just running the systems. Other than that, I don't know, because obviously I just started this week.
Just started.
So I haven't really dove into it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's sick. I mean, so I guess like we're gonna wrap up here the show, but I guess like the big thing is for anybody getting into real estate investing, or is on the Astro Flipping page right now and is new. What is some advice to really help somebody be successful in this business? Because like you said, there's that shiny object syndrome. There's everything in the game to do. So what would your advice be to someone to really do this and to let it change your life, like how it is for you?
Mm-hmm. First, I would make sure financially you're secure, and I would try to do wholesaling on the side until you get a system in place. Once you get a system in place, and you can kind of see consistently month to month that, hey, it's producing more than what I make, maybe make that jump. But I really encourage everybody, and I'm probably biased, but go spend a little bit of money and put the bandit signs out there. I mean, when I'm telling you guys, it's so easy to do. The hardest part will be going on the appointment. But if they want to sell the home to you and you build rapport with them and you find out why they want to sell it, it'll be fun. I promise. So that's what I would do, and I can help you with the link and stuff of where I order mine. I was
gonna say, could you hook people up?
I brought one up here to show you. So
let me see it.
Yeah, look. So It's just simple, man.
That's like, I mean, simple does it though.
Yeah, this one's new. It literally was the ones I got deals with was we buy houses any condition. Like it didn't have.
I mean,
I was like,
that works, yo.
yeah, it works, but I was like, how can I do a little bit better? You know, because
For
maybe
sure.
if they see Matt buys homes, or it's, I don't know, personalization. You know,
No,
maybe it
that
helps,
goes a
maybe
long
it
way for
works.
people, though. I mean, that's already building rapport, just building that name relationship, and then going from there, like, you know. So, because they're already calling you motivated, they can call you by your first name. Boom, you go
That's
right
right.
into the conversation, and you know, you figure out what's going on. How can you be
Hmm.
of service and add value to them in their situation?
Right. Yeah, these signs were a lot bigger for $1 more, and I kind of felt
Well,
like I had a couple that called me that couldn't really see the sign, and so I said, okay, maybe I need to get a little bit bigger sign. So that's kind of why I went this route too. They had bigger signs, and yeah,
no, for sure. I mean, that's what's up, dude. I'm super excited for your future. I mean, you're already, I mean, you started a new gig where, I mean, that's going to be super exciting where I really feel like you can build a pipeline for yourself and, you know, really get that financial stability through. I mean, John's a shark. They're doing crazy things over there. So, I mean, it's a good team to be a part of.
yeah, yeah. It seems like it, and you know, you always surround yourself with people that know a lot more than you, and you'll go
For sure.
far. So,
That's
and have a
why I
willingness
stick
to
around
learn.
this kid.
There you go.
But no, I mean, dude, thank you so much for honestly coming on the show and like dropping some knowledge, because I mean, that's great advice for people, because I mean, everyone does get shiny object syndrome, and like a really cheap way to get in the game is bandit signs. And I mean, look, I mean, you're the proof right there. You've done 200 bandit signs in 2 months, two deals, and you're slowly
Mhm.
graduating. You know, that's
Yeah,
cool. I mean, you worked it right and you took the action. So I mean, people need to understand it all works. Pick your lane, and
there you go. Yeah, and if anybody wants to like ask any questions about it, I don't know how you want to do it. Drop an email or whatever, but I'll be
yeah,
happy to
100%.
help. I mean, I wish I had it in the beginning. So
No, yeah, 100%. We'll send people your way talking about bandit signs, how they can start scaling their business, and I mean, we'll have you. I'd love to have you on the show again and see how you're doing with John and see the success that everybody y'all doing.
yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, and give me a call anytime. We'll make it happen.
Dude, 100%, man. Appreciate it again, Matt. And you have a wonderful night. Have a good time with the family, and let's keep those deals flowing. And talk to you soon, bro.
All right, thanks. See you guys.
All right, later, bro.